How about that? Going live early. Aha, got you guys. Normally I'm like maybe 30 seconds late, but I decided to give you all an early Christmas present, and that is to go live just a few seconds earlier. But hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka Man of the People, here with your traditional, my weekly Wednesday report live from the stadium here at Bank of America Stadium. Happy Merry Christmas Eve to everyone out there. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. There's a little bit of updates from this Carolina Panthers team as they continue to get prepared for the Seattle Seahawks this Sunday here 1 o'clock at Bank of America Stadium. Let's go over some news. But before I get into the normal flow of things, I have to tell you, unfortunately, we will not have any injury updates until this evening. All right, so that's something that always happens when we play a West Coast team. I think approximately around the 7 o'clock this evening. Look for me to put it out there on Twitter and wherever you're watching, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'll put it out there for everybody to know what our exact injury report status was for the day. So keep an eye out for that. Next up, let's talk about transactions. So earlier today, the Carolina Panthers made it known that guard Robert Hunt, out since week 2 in the game against the Arizona Cardinals, has been designated to return from practice. All right, so let's talk about what that means. There's a 21-day window in which he has to be activated onto the 53-man roster. If he doesn't make that, then he's done for the season. But obviously, you can say 3 weeks, playoffs. If he doesn't make it, the season's probably over anyway, right? But it just means, most importantly, that he can start practicing. And that's the part that's really crucial to determining when can he come back. Will it be 1 week? Will it be closer to the 3 weeks? We saw it with David Moore last week. He was a full participant in practice all week, but he was not active. They kept him on IR for 1 more week. We'll see where he stands when that injury report comes out later today. So kind of the same thing that you could expect with Robert Hunt. I don't know if he was full participant, limited. I don't know what he was today. But this period of time is used to say, hey, does it really work? Have you really recovered from that injury? There's getting into shape, and then there's football shape, and there's football contact that you have to be prepared for before you really know if that injury has been healed. So that's what they're going to be looking at for Robert Hunt. And he talked about what he's been going through, doing a lot of different exercises, having periods where it feels good, having periods where something doesn't feel right. But again, he feels like he's at this point now where, hey, let's see where this thing can go. And that'll be a good thing. This offensive line has been great considering how many lineup changes they've had. They've had more than 10 different lineup changes throughout the season. Robert coming back, that'll be, not necessarily a different lineup, but a lineup that was used 15 weeks ago at this point, going back to week 2, because I think we're in week 17. But it will be good to have Robert back. And, he feels like he's in good shape physically, so it'll just be the matter of that elbow and how well he can do because, Dave Canales has made it clear. It's one thing to be in shape and to be strong, but when you're an offensive lineman, your arms are pretty critical because you're fighting off one, maybe even 2 guys at a time, right? These guys are 300-plus pound guys, so everything has to be right in order for you to do that because what you're protecting behind you is typically your franchise, which is your quarterback. So that's the latest news that we have for Robert Hunt. He did talk to the media today saying, hey, how hard has it been to watch this team and they're making this playoff push while you've been sitting on the sidelines? He said, actually not really bad in that regard because I've been out since week 2, right? And I always want to play football, but it's not been like excruciating because I've been out for so long. So I just really am eager. Robert Hunt saying he's just really eager to play some football. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll keep you up to date with that. Again, look for that update after 7 p.m. tonight. So it's Christmas time. Lots of guys get gifts. Lots of guys have plans. So for some of the guys, some of the rookies that I talked to, they're used to being away from family this time of year because they've been playing football all their life, and football is a sport that does not take off for the holidays. So some will just be having a low-key moment. Others may have some family coming in. And Bryce Young got golf clubs for a lot of the guys. I'm not sure exactly which part of the team he got those for, but yeah, there were some fancy golf bags all around the offensive lineman for sure area, and looked like some maybe in a second it had some suitcases that looked really nice. I'm not that cool to tell you the style and all this other stuff, but they looked really cool. So some Christmas items going on around this team. So I'd like to take you guys into the locker room, all right? So got a chance to get into that locker room today. Had a chance to speak with J.C. Horn and as well as Lathan Ransom and some of the other rookies as well. So some of the content I'll be sharing with you later this week in our pregame show. So I'm going to plug that. If you have not yet watched our pregame show, please watch it. Live 1 hour show here at Bank of America Stadium, getting you ready for the matchup, this week's matchup being the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. But here's J.C. Horn talking about, number one, his Pro Bowl nod, right? If you recall, J.C. Horn's dad, he's a tough cookie, right? So when J.C. gets an interception, he kind of be like, but did he win the game? So now they're winning games. But J.C. got his back-to-back Pro Bowl nod. So I asked him about his father commenting on that, as well as his take on these rookies so far.
What did Dad say, man?
He was excited. He was excited about it. But he just told me to stay focused on being in here and trying to get to the playoffs, trying to get to the dance, and just staying focused. Man, just for them.
For these rookies that you got that have been instrumental to this team, what have you seen the rookies doing that's been really helping this team out this year?
Really just growing up fast. Just seeing them from week 1 to now, it's like 2 different players, like all of them, like Lathan, Princely, Nick. They all growing real fast, and they was kind of forced to be in that position. But it's cool to see them, learning on the run and going out there and translating it to Sundays and making plays.
So there's JC, saying Dad, as you would kind of expect, getting to know JC's dad through him, that good, but job's not done, right? That's been popular out there on the internet. Kobe Bryant very famously said during the NBA Finals stretch, I forget the exact year, the reporter was basically like, hey, are you excited? You guys making progress? And he's like, basically, have we won the championship yet? And he's like, no. And he's like, job's not done. Job's not done? We're not done. I'm not celebrating anything because the job's not done until we're at the end. So, let's continue to let me give a few shout outs because I see we got some members in here. Members always got to get some love from me. What's going on, Tyrone? Let me move that down. Tyrone, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you being a member and supporting what we do over here at Charlotte Vibe. Nicole Ivory as well. Hey. My daughter does that all. Hey. Thank you for being a member as well. I think we have one other member. Yep, we did have one other member. Chance Hines, 6432. Happy holidays, Chris, man of the people. Thank you. Merry Christmas to everyone out there as well from myself and the Charlotte Vibe staff. Let's continue to work through this. So I also had a chance to catch up with several other people, but again, I got to save some of the good stuff for later on. I know everybody's really getting into that Christmas mode, getting the kids to bed tonight so they can prepare for Santa. But let's go ahead and take a look at Lathan Ransom, me talking with Lathan in the locker room as well, about a few things. One, again, is the rookies and the impact that they've been having on the team, but as well as this matchup. This is a pretty big game this weekend against the Seattle Seahawks.
I think it's just been cool to see the development and growth of all the rookies throughout the season. I see that we've all learned a lot, and the confidence has grown throughout the season. So I think the confidence from all the rookies in our class has grown the most.
I would imagine it's a little bit contagious that you see another rookie achieving, and it's like, hey, I want to do the same thing. So has that kind of happened as well?
Yeah, I feel like naturally that we're all very competitive and want to do everything we can to help the team and affect the team. That's what we came here for. So when we see other dudes make plays, we're excited and super happy, and we can't wait for ourselves.
For the Seattle matchup for you specifically, what challenges are you guys trying to overcome for this weekend?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, fix all mistakes that we've made in the past. This is a copycat league, so now the teams are going to attack where other teams have been successful. So fix that. And then second of all, they have an explosive offense, so be ready to step up to the challenge. That's what we're going to try to do.
So there you have Lathan Ransom talking about the other rookies and how that builds confidence and a little bit of competition and encouragement. And they got their work cut out for them this weekend versus the Seattle Seahawks. So that will conclude everything coming out of Charlotte today for this Carolina Panthers team, as many of these guys, you can tell everybody in this building is kind of clearing out as quickly as they can to get home and spend some time with family. And also Thursday, tomorrow, Christmas Day, players are off, media's off, so no reports will be coming in. They'll be right back at it this Friday, so I'll continue to bring you guys updates on the latest things regarding this Carolina Panthers team as they get ready to take on the Seattle Seahawks. So again, the big news, Robert Hunt's 21-day window has opened. We'll see how he continues to look. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. What's up to my son? My oldest son is finally tuning back in and stay out there in Ohio. Thank you, Chandler, for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Reporting live from Bank of America Stadium, I'm Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe.